Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news. Hope you and your love, lies, and letdowns. The bittersweet side of short drama romances. The world of short dramas may be fast-paced and fictional, but the emotions behind the scenes are anything but fake. As real-life relationships quietly blossom from repeated collaborations, fans have noticed that these stories often fall into three distinct and deeply emotional categories. The lucky ones find love both on and off screen. Their chemistry is undeniable, and when they go public, it's a shared celebration, a rare victory that makes fans believe love can leap from script to reality. The whispered romances are the maybe couples full of cryptic posts, lingering glances, and zero confirmations. The mystery keeps fans hooked, long after the final episode airs. And then there are the ones that got away, couples like Shen and Ruoqi, whose perfect visuals and chemistry made them fan favorites. Though their time together has ended, the memory of their connection lingers. Quietly heartbreaking Miemie, once part of another beloved pairing, has since moved on and started anew. Love stories, real or fictional, don't always last. But the feelings they leave behind, the hope, the ache, the warmth, often do. In short, the dramas, just like in life, not every story ends happily. But some are unforgettable, all the same. Once perfect, always remembered. Shen and Ruoqi's bittersweet legacy. They looked so happy back then. And that's what still lingers, not the breakup, but the feeling they once gave us. Shen and Ruoqi weren't just a visual match, they had a quiet, effortless chemistry that made every scene feel real. Paired again and again in short the dramas, their bond grew naturally through late-night rehearsals, shared laughter, and subtle glances that said more than words ever could. There was no dramatic ending, no scandal, just two people slowly drifting apart. Maybe it was timing, maybe pressure, maybe life. But the ache of almost remains. Fans still remember. They rewatch rainy scenes, comment on behind-the-scenes clips, and wonder, what if, in the world of short dramas, these real-life stories mirror the very shows we love? Fleeting, emotional, and deeply human. One moment it's bloopers and laughter, the next, quiet heartbreak, and maybe that's the real gift. These stories remind us of our own. Because whether fiction or reality, the most unforgettable stories aren't the perfect ones, they're the ones that make us feel they were so in sync it didn't even feel like acting. Some even hope for a reunion, not necessarily in life, but maybe in fiction. Because deep down, audiences know, it wasn't just about the romance. It was about the sincerity, the comfort, the quiet understanding that some connections, though fleeting, leave an indelible mark. And perhaps that's the lesson here. In a world obsessed with happy endings, there's also value in what could have been. Shen and Ruoqi didn't give us a fairy tale. They gave us something rarer, the beauty of timing, the ache of almost, and the quiet hope that even short-lived stories can be unforgettable. After all, isn't that what the best dramas do? Not just entertain us, but remind us of the delicate, complicated thing we call love. When the spotlight fades, Shen, Ruoqi, and the bittersweet echo of a beautiful what if. In the fast-turning world of short dramas, love stories come and go at the speed of a script change. But some couples leave behind more than just on-screen chemistry. They leave an ache, a question, a memory that won't quite fade. Such is the case with Shen and Ruoqi these days. Shen is undeniably on the rise. His recent project Moonlight Rust was a resounding success, topping short drama rankings for weeks. His brooding performance, nuanced delivery, and screen presence proved that he's not just a pretty face, he's a force. But there's something else fans can't help but notice: he's also much thinner. With his tall frame and increasingly lean physique, it's almost as if the wind might carry him away. Success comes with a price, and sometimes that price is the weight of relentless pressure. Meanwhile, Ruoqi has slipped into a quieter space. She's no longer as present on live streams or drama sets, but her absence has only made her charm more memorable. That mischievous, girlish beauty somewhere between the cool elegance of Deng Lingshu and the playful brightness of Yu Yuding still lingers in fans' minds. She was one of those rare actresses you couldn't help but take a second look at. Not loud, not dramatic, just effortlessly magnetic. Once upon a time, Shen and Ruoqi lit up the screen together. Project after project, fans watched their relationship evolve in real time. The way they laugh during bloopers, the stolen glances during live streams, the off-script tenderness, it all felt real. And for a while, it was. But now, they don't act together, they don't appear on each other's broadcasts, and their paths no longer cross. It's a quiet ending, the kind that leaves more sighs than headlines. And yet, isn't that the most human kind of heartbreak? No scandals, no betrayal, just the gradual unraveling of something that once felt meant to be. For their fans, it's not about blame or regret. It's just a pity, and they're not the only ones. Miemie and Lu Dondong were once hailed as the perfect pairing. Charming, cheeky, visibly smitten. But love, especially under the scrutiny of millions, rarely follows a neat script. They, too, drifted apart. Today, Miemie has embraced a new chapter, one seemingly free of public romance but full of self-discovery. What these stories remind us is simple: the glow of love, especially young and blooming under studio lights, can't always survive the off-camera reality. And yet, we remember them not because they lasted, but because, for a fleeting moment, they made us believe, and sometimes, that belief is enough. From heartbreak to harmony, Miemie and Yulong redefine what love looks like under the spotlight. In a world where celebrity romances often burn bright and fade fast, it's rare to witness a love story that seems to grow stronger with time, especially under the constant gaze of millions. Yet today, Miemie and Yulong are quietly, confidently proving that it's possible. Their journey hasn't been without turbulence. Miemie once stood in the spotlight beside another beloved partner, and when that relationship ended, fans mourned what seemed like the perfect match. But time, as always, has its own plans. And sometimes, it brings someone new, not to erase the past, but to write a new chapter more fitting for the future. Enter Yulong. Though a successful actor in his own right, Yulong has recently become more widely recognized not just for his on-screen work, but for his off-screen sincerity, especially toward Miemie. Those close to them, and even those watching from afar, can feel it. The way he looks at her, speaks about her, supports her, it's a quiet but undeniable kind of devotion. A love that doesn't need to be shouted from rooftops because it's already written in every gesture. What's most refreshing is how balanced their relationship feels. There's no public drama, no cryptic social media posts. Just two people supporting each other while fiercely pursuing their careers. In a time when so many relationships become spectacles, Miemie and Yulong's calm compatibility is almost revolutionary, and that's perhaps what resonates most with fans. Yes, they're a couple. But more importantly, they're collaborators in life. They don't exist to serve the gossip cycle, they exist to grow, to work, and to create. That's the kind of love that feels sustainable. That's the kind of partnership that inspires. Of course, in the larger picture, breakups are inevitable. Not everyone gets their happy ending, and that's okay. Many former couples in the short drama scene, once adored, now apart, have gone on to new paths, building careers and finding their own versions of fulfillment. Some stories end. Some simply evolve, but watching Miemie and Yulong today offers something rare, a sense of peace. They are not performing love, they are living it. And that difference, though subtle, is profound. So perhaps the real takeaway isn't just about romance. It's about growth. About knowing when to hold on, when to let go, and how to move forward with grace. As audiences, we don't just want drama, we want heart. And if their story continues as it has begun, Miemie and Yulong may end up giving us both, not just with their love but with the stories they'll bring to life, side by side.